Gemini's here. Get ready to flow. Let's dive deep with PiSeas Tarot. Your business is my business. I see every ache, every kiss, the push, the pull, the silent cries. I'm exposing all the lies, revealing the hidden truth. With me, you have the proof. Your business is my business. True. Welcome to PiSeas Tarot. True.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to PiSeas Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and today you are tapped into a powerful edition of Tarot for Two. And y'all, when I tell y'all what is going on energetically today, it is such a special day because, baby, we are officially in Pisces season, but I'm going to table that for right now, and I'm going to come back to it. Now, listen, this is an insight-led, awareness-focused space that is designed to support and empower your decision-making. Over here, truth rises to the surface and illusions are brought to the light. In this reading, I will examine your relational dynamics between you and your person, giving you the clarity, depth, and the intention that you need, okay? You are here for understanding, not for comfort. Okay, there is no sugarcoating in this space. We have all been a fool in love, and today just may be your turn, baby. If you are and have been feeling vulnerable, uncertain, emotionally shut down, or caught in a connection that does not fully add up, baby, this message is for you, okay? Your presence is here, and it is not accidental, okay? Stay present, because what unfolded in this reading may give you language to what you could not articulate, although you have been sensing it, okay? Using my intuitive, psychic, and tarot card reading, I will unpack the emotional patterns, subconscious signals, and energetic themes shaping the connection between you and your person. Whether you are new at navigating this love, questioning intentions, or standing at the crossroads, this space is designed to give you the context, clarity, and perspective that you need to make actionable change. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what does not. Lastly, remember, okay? My readings are conducted for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So it lets you know all of your person's placements. Don't be like, oh, that ain't me. Because that could be talking about you dead to your face, child. Okay? Now, if you are here and you are ready to get into this reading, go ahead and put them stars in the chat. Because, baby, I'm ready to get into it, child. I am. Now, before we get started, it's important that we take a minute just to level set and ground ourselves. Most of us have been at work all day dealing with people in this crazy energy. So we need to focus ourselves, okay? So we're going to do so with this guided meditation. Remember, grounding keeps us not only present, but protected and receptive. It also allows spirit to move through with accuracy and not chaos. So here we go. Let's inhale and take 3 deep breaths and hold it together. Our first inhale is to inhale clarity and exhale distraction. Next, inhale freedom and exhale emotional weight. And lastly, inhale truth and exhale fear. Divine white light, you are welcome here in this space. Come through with clear and precise yet accurate messages for those who are here presently and for those who will be here in the future. Thank you, Amen, and I say Listen, y'all, listen. This space, ain't that what the kids do? Clock it or something like that? Anyway, listen, as a quick reminder, this space is sacred, but it can be very honest, brutally honest, and raw sometimes. However, Spirit is calling you to challenge you out of your comfort zones, and this is where awareness becomes vital and not punishment. So if you're ready to hear what Spirit got to say plainly, in layman's terms, go ahead and put those cooking emojis, because I can assure you, y'all, we about to get into this. Here we go. Now, before I tap into any reading, okay, I always take a minute to see what Spirit has for me to give to you. Sometimes it is a message, it is a vision, it is a color, it is an earworm, it is a feeling that just will not leave my spirit. And baby, when I tell you today, I woke up feeling good. I was feeling like James Brown, like, hey, I feel good. And I didn't know why. And I went to go and look at the energy before I came on this reading. And baby, let me show you what came through. Do you see what I see? It is officially Pisces season, y'all, okay? It is Pisces season. And y'all, let me tell y'all, we have a stellium in Pisces. Now, for those of you who don't know much about astrology, a stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in the same sign, okay? It might be 4, but I believe it's 3, all right? Nevertheless, we have Pisces sun, a new moon in Pisces. And for those of you who may be questioning, yes, this year Pisces season is a day early, okay? It is because the loop around the sun, the orbit, does not always equate evenly to 365 days. So we're a little bit early or late, how early? Yeah, early for the last orbit. Anyway, we have Mercury, Venus, as well as both of the nodes are in Pisces right now. So I said, self, what does this really freaking mean? Okay. Now listen to what's going on energetically today. All right. Now, this means that we are operating, especially me as a Pisces, we are operating from an energy of immersion, intuition, and surrendering, rather than feeling like you can control, force, or structure. With this much Pisces energy, y'all, this means that, and God bless the children who are born today, because baby, this much energy concentrated, oh my God, as my son say, oh my gosh. Listen, all of this energy that is going on right now, it makes it so fluid. It's not linear, okay? It's not linear at all. This is perceptive, this is absorptive, this is symbolic, and this is future sensing. So what is this telling you all in all? To relax. Don't push nothing, don't force nothing, just perceive, okay? So with the big picture, the energy is fluid, emotion drives decision making, okay? Logic will never be your primary compass, alignment is. Relationships are karmic classrooms. Many are learning from those, as we talk about time and time again. And your growth path is not surrender based. Okay, well, it is, but it's not. Anyway, long story short, we got a lot going on, right? So right before I noticed that, okay, I was sitting here thinking, and I wondered, because Spirit just dropped a little nugget in my heart. And it was almost along the lines of, why do fools fall in love, but not just quite? It was more so like, why do people settle for bad relationships? And that was a rhetorical question because I had no reason to think about that, right? It just dropped in my spirit. Why do people settle for bad relationships? So of course I Googled it because I'm like, I don't know. I've been settling for some bad relationships too. So help me understand, like what? Okay. But it was 7 reasons why they say people settle for bad relationships. And it is primarily due to deep-seated fears, such as the fear of being alone, financial instability, uncertainty, having to start all over again, combined with low self-worth, trauma bonding, sunk cost fallacy, where you may feel like you have invested way too much time to leave. Okay. Other factors include unhealthy family dynamics or hope to change the partner. Okay. So these are just high level reasons why people fail to leave broken relationships or damaged relationships, right? But the bigger sticking point is it is the fear of loneliness and change. Many people fear being alone because they fear being unhappy in a relationship with someone else. They feel like it's the devil that they know, okay? Also, it's very toxic, okay? Toxic as hell, all right? Let's just be honest. It's also low self-esteem and unworthiness, especially, I'm not being biased. I'm just illustrating, especially when we have children and your body has changed and you're not as fine as you used to be. And you thinking like, girl, who gonna want me? Honey, if you don't go buy you a good bra and pull them boobies up and do your thing, okay? Also, it is, again, the trauma bonding of the familiarity. But here's the most important piece. The sunk cost fallacy, feeling like it will cost too much emotional energy for you to be able to walk away. You're invested, okay? It's also the codependency of caretaking, dealing with people giving you that sense of worthiness. You may also have external pressures from societal or familial pressure in being in a relationship, as well as intermittent positive reinforcement, which talks about the highs and the lows of these toxic relationships, all right? So I said, this is a lot to unpack today, Spirit. So here I am. All right. Now, I don't know who this is going to resonate with today or not, but I tell you, if you feel the emotional energy, go ahead and put the water signs in the chat because, baby, I'm ready to get into this. And here we go. All right, y'all. So now that we've gotten all of that out the way, let's look at the undercurrent of what you and your person could be potentially feeling at this time. All right. So Spirit, come through with clear and precise messages. Not that I just opened this up. Uncharted sea came up. I just talked about fluid. A lot of emotional energies going on. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Nuh-uh. I just cut it again and that card is right there. Oh, what is Spirit talking about? All right. What is the undercurrent of this energy going on today, Spirit? What is the undercurrent of the people who are here and will be here? All right. Broken open. Okay. Broken open. As I said, coming to the realization, understanding that it is time to let go of those things that are no longer serving you. Okay. Understanding that you are being called to elevate. You are being called to grow. You are being called to thrive, not to remain complacent, not to remain stagnant, not to become dull and monotonous situations that have colluded and conspired your settling, your sunkenness, your stuckness, the lack of all of the things, the happenings that are here for you to make you happy, okay, and to get you to happy. We're looking for happy, okay? We're looking for happy, and we're not talking about the temporal happy. We're talking about the permanent happy, okay? The truth that you need to hear right now for your journey is honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So this is about you being real with yourself, okay? This is about you being honest with yourself. You can lie to other people and other people can lie to you, but one person you cannot lie to is yourself, okay? Next, guides of the hidden realms. What messages do you have for us today? Okay. The river, y'all, what is going on with the river, the ocean? Where is that card? Because now it came out again. Here it is. It's right here. We just missed it. Uncharted sea. I'm gonna pull this back out because something is going on with water. And I started out this reading talking about a whole bunch of water, and here we are with a bunch of water, okay? So I am going to put this card back out here because now we got water again, okay? The river dances to the sea. This is about the flow state, trusting in the adventure. This is about your heart space. With all this green, this is definitely your heart space. This is about your expansion and your stability. This is also related to your heart chakra. Spirit, what messages do you have for us today? How should we consult you? I'm telling you, maybe I just feel extra good today because I have a stellium in Pisces too. One. Sacred self. I know that I am loved, okay? Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my true worth in every moment. Let me experience that I am love. My own sacred self will always draw kindred spirits, okay? So earlier I was referencing how sometimes women, right? And men can get out of shape too, but specifically women, okay? When we have babies and we've been mothering and doing all of the feminine things, right? Sometimes you get out of shape, you know, you gain weight. Men gain weight too, but they don't have to deal with the shenanigans like we do. Okay, God bless the dead, but Notorious Big had a wife and a main chick and a mistress. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is they get passes that women don't always get. Now, how is this showing up in our everyday lives? And interestingly enough, this person that they put on this card, she's doing yoga. So to be in that position tells me she has a lot of strength, even though her body is not reflecting of that strength. Body strength. That's a lot of body strength. I don't know if you do yoga, but I do. And baby, I can tell you, woo, child. That's rough. All right, now. How is it showing up? All right. Daydreaming, okay? This goes back to thinking, processing your emotions, making sure that you are equipped to know and to handle. Daydreaming is not always a negative thing, folks, okay? Sometimes you could be thinking and processing things and somebody could say, you was daydreaming, but really you just got lost in thought. All right. So I can assure you, we are going somewhere with this. If you're feeling this already, go ahead and put the coffee cup down in the chat because baby, I feel like the tea finna come in steeping hot. Here we go. All right, y'all. So here's where we start to pull out some complexities and some nuances, as I call it, the discovery session, right? And here I will identify the friction points, relational blind spots that are present between you and your person. Then I will reorganize the cards to tell the story from one person's perspective or the other person's perspective. If you haven't been here before, I can promise you this is going to be a little bit confusing, but I promise you I'm going somewhere, so stick with me and we're going places, okay? Now, the first clue that we have. No, it is not the right time. No, it is not the right time. So somebody got to know. Okay, somebody got to know. Nope. right, what's the vibe, Spirit? Legal, lawyers, court, paperwork. Okay, so somebody may be going through some type of legal proceedings. We can find out more information to find out if this is a divorce that is imminent or if there's like some child support issues. We'll look for some other clues. All right, is this a true flame or no? True flame or no? Nope, it's a toxic cycle. You have run this loop so many times, it feels like fate, but it is just a pattern waiting to be broken. So this is a toxic cycle for you and this person. Okay, this is a toxic cycle, which goes back to what we've been talking about in the beginning of this reading with why do people settle for bad relationships and why the time is now for you to free yourself. Okay, wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion came out. So this is where it's talking about that ebbs and flow of the toxicity, right? We called that out earlier, but it's showing up now. You see how that's working? What is the T? Too busy winning. Okay, so somebody's focused on themselves right now. They said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm done. I'm good. I'm out. What lies beneath all of this, Spirit? Okay, copycat. All right, copycat. When I see this card, I'm not thinking about the copycat in the way that you may be thinking about it. I'm thinking about it in the sense of mirroring, copying someone's actions, going tit for tat, that kind of copycat. Oh, I'm a Max Show energy type of vibe. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Planning, text, phone call, meetup. Okay, so somebody's planning something. All right, it could be planning these legal paperworks. I don't know yet. We're gonna find out. And the last card that we're looking for was, what is the true emotion here? What is the true emotion here, Spirit? We got blocked, spam calls and texts. And then we also got secluded, separation, reflecting, soul searching, and reflecting, separation, and soul searching. Okay, hold on. Let me grab one more card. So the question then becomes, is it love involved in this situation at all, Spirit? Is it love involved in this situation at all? What are we waiting for? Let's do this. Oh, this is toxic at its finest, y'all. Y'all see this? Oh, my lamb. All right. This is why the energy is talking like it's talking today. All right. Let's look at this. Let's see. Who is person A in all of this? I believe person A is finally waking up and realizing that this is a toxic cycle that they've been going through for so long. Okay. Person A is like, yeah, no, this is never going to be a right time for me anymore. Like, this is too toxic. I need to free myself. I do feel strongly that they have been secluded, separating, soul searching, looking at themselves, getting that clarity that we talked about, right? Remember earlier, we were talking about the reasons why people stay in bad relationships and why this energy is so pertinent now for you to get out, right? Here it is, okay? I also feel like they are so sick of this other person's shenanigans that they have blocked them. So you may be in no contact, and I feel like this person is really working on winning, looking at the bigger picture of their life that we talked about with this energy, right? Not being linear, but being in alignment and being ready to receive. That is what Pisces energy is doing for us all right now, okay? Don't hate me, hate them. They did it, all right? Anyway, so person B is full of shataki, okay? They are full of shataki. All right, they talking about something. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do this. I'm ready. They ready to come through with the whining and the dining and all of that stuff. They trying to plan more activities they can't get through because they blocked and disconnected. Now they want to get mad and match your energy. And somebody in this situation, person B, got something going on with some legal issues, lawyers, court, and paperwork. What the hell going on? I don't know about you, but I'm sure ready to get into it. And let me tell you something. Let's play the guessing game. I won't read whose energies they are right away. We're just going to jump right into the cards. So if you're ready to get into this reading, baby, come on with it. Because, honey, we about to get into somebody's business. Here we go. All right, y'all. So now that we've gotten the foundational energy out the way and we understand who person A and person B is, now we're about to get into the real deal of what is going on, okay? So I'm going to look at the perspective of person A and person B. But keep in mind, I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, all right? So here we go. What in the world is going on with person A? My little marker. All right. Spirit, what is going on with person A's energy? Person A's. What is person A's present energy? Okay. Person A is coming in as a 10 of swords in reverse. Baby, they are putting an end to this, honey child. When I tell you these folks so sick and tired of dealing with this other somebody, they tired. They tired. The time is up. Baby, when I tell you, person A is coming through as being more than tired. Okay? Person A's energy is coming through feeling very exhausted. Mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted. Okay? Person B is feeling like things can't get any worse than this, right? Person A is so weighted by life in general. It has nothing to do with this particular relationship, but in general, they are at wit's ends, okay? And that's what's coming up in this present energy for person A. I do feel like while they do have some positive things going for them, I think they're just at the point where they're just like, why am I keep finding myself in these same situations over and over again? Person A would love to move forward, excuse me, being in a situation that is going to edify them and build them up. They're looking for something that is more collaborative, more rewarding, more freeing, more just something else other than what this is, okay? And it feels like they have been stuck in a place with someone that they're comfortable with, they have trauma bonded with, somebody that they just don't quite know how to walk away from. They want to, they think about it, they feel better when they're not with them, but they want to walk away. Now, person B's present energy. Yep. Child, got the deck upside down. Okay, person B is coming through as the 5 of Cups in reverse. Person B wants this person to come back, okay? Come back. Now, while it does say that they do want, they kind of like feel like they're moving on. Yeah, temporarily. It does feel that way. But I'm going to venture to say the way that their energy is like, it just feels like they're poaching. This person has been on your social media. This person has been, I would say the person that this reading is for, this person, their ex, whomever this other person is, has been on your trail since on or around Valentine's Day. Okay, they have been poaching to find out information, find out where you've been, what you've been doing, how you've been. Like, it's just so egregious and so absurd, which is why it's like, I'm so sick of this. Can we just move on from this? Like, what are we doing here? But with this 5 of Cups, I strongly feel like they're waiting. And it's like, yes, I've moved on from this, but really not really. I'm still having these warm and fuzzy fuzzies for you, but they're not real. These feelings are immaterial and unsubstantial. I'm going to be honest. It feels very empty. I mean, I'm just going to be honest and say that that's what it feels. It feels very empty. Now, what is the true emotions that person A is avoiding? The 5 of Cups. Y'all see how this works? The 5 of Cups. Honey, let me tell you something. Person A is very conflicted about how they feel about this relationship. They want to move forward. They miss the connection. They miss the companionship, but they don't miss the drama that comes with it. Okay? You miss the laughter. You miss feeling like I could call my best friend and talk about anything. Yeah, all of that is true. However, it's only good until it's not. And then y'all back in this sunken place of this cycle of toxicity.
The one.
So, I will tell you, person A is strongly trying to avoid feeling like they're disappointed about something. Okay? And there is a part within them that does feel like they're disappointed. Listen, you have a right to be disappointed and to grieve the loss of a relationship. You have a right to grieve the thought of what you thought what is and what was. Like, those are normal processes of the healing journey. It is normal. Okay? But why they're trying to avoid that feeling of processing that disappointment is very interesting, because you want to walk away, but then you're trying to avoid doing the work to completely walk away. Like, what's the connection here, right? Now, what is the feelings that person A is trying to suppress? The Page of Cups. Okay? Y'all petty. Whoever person A is in this, I'm going to tell you, you petty right now. It just dawned on me what that's about. You don't want to move out the way, person A, because you scared that the minute you move on around, person B gonna go and find somebody and live a happier life without you. You're trying to avoid saying that you're disappointed, but you also don't want them to move on and be happy. Who is this? If y'all think y'all know who this is, write that down in the chat. Now, ooh, the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the Hangman just came flying out. Listen, this break is inevitable. Okay, this break is inevitable, especially with that Tower followed by the Queen of Wands. Listen, Person A done got to the point they sick and tired of sacrificing themselves. They have better visions that they're looking to do for themselves. They're feeling confident in it. And they're like, listen, I'm walking away. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. What is the emotions that person B is avoiding right now? The Three of Swords. Y'all, this mother trucker don't want to admit to themselves that their feelings is hurt. Their heart is broken by this. They want you to come back, but they don't want to admit that the reason why they want you to come back is because their heart is broken. Well, that makes sense because we have the what are we waiting for? Let's do this card, right? These two cards just came flying out. Yeah, they had some time to sit back and reflect. We got the Two of Cups in reverse followed by the Hermit. Okay? They're feeling, listen, they're heartbroken. Person B is pissed. They didn't expect for you to walk away the way that you did the last time, person A. You were so sick of this person and they shenanigans, baby. Yeah, you walked away. But this is what makes you toxic, person A, because you don't want to let them move on. You don't want this person to move around, but yet and still you keep walking away, secluding yourself, blocking them, talking about I'm too busy winning, creating this imagery online like you're happy. But mentally, you still stuck on this person. And the question is why? Mentally, emotionally, and feeling wise, you are still very much connected to this person. And I have to ask the question, why? What are the feelings that person B is trying to suppress? Woo, the devil. Y'all, listen. Oh, when I tell you, person B knows that they ain't about a bag of rocks and a doggone hurricane, okay? When I tell you, person B is well aware that they have dropped the ball, that they have fumbled. And yes, while they may have fumbled, that is very true. Their inability to let go of other women, other things, like this person is coming through like a strong player. They'll say one thing and do something else. This person is coming through to me as somebody who's very charismatic, but also has narcissistic tendencies, okay? I'm not saying that they are, I'm saying they have narcissistic tendencies. So they're coming through to me like a very charismatic person, somebody who has a lot of following and admirers. They like to sweet talk. They like to flirt. They may not mean it, but if you open up the door and you flirt back, they're gonna shoot their shot to see how far that ball is gonna go. And what is coming across to me, what I'm picking up on is the last time this person stepped out on person A, that was it. That was it. It was no coming back from that. Person A has been more than patient, more than tolerating, more than loving. Okay? But now it's time for them to get real with themselves. They're finally realizing that person B is never going to be more than what they thought that they were. So what do you do? What do you do when you love somebody? What did we start talking about in the beginning of this reading? Why do people stay in bad relationships? And one of the things that came out was the toxicity, which is here. I didn't even touch that card when it came out. You understand? This is a never-ending cycle. As long as you, person A, continue to go through this, baby, you will never see better quality optics because you're accepting the trash that's in front of you. I hate to say it that way, but I gotta call it the way that it is. This person has been trash to you. They have treated you disrespectfully. They have humiliated you. They have embarrassed you. They have been dishonorable towards you. They have been dishonest with you. Where is the beauty in any of that? I just got to ask. Okay? Now, what is favorable about this situation? The Five of Pentacles. Baby, person A walked away. They said, I don't have time for this. This ain't going nowhere. This ain't going to be nothing. Person A got it. They got it. They got the wake-up call. They understood the assignment. And I'm telling you, person B was not ready for that. It strongly feels like person B never thought that person A was going to walk away. When I tell you they thought they had you, they thought that they had you. Person, what is consequential, or what's the cycle here in this relationship? What is the cycle between person A and person B? Unhappiness. Unhappiness. There is a chronic cycle here of unhappiness, betrayal, interruptions, incompletions. Y'all start strong just to fizzle out. That's that toxicity that we talked about earlier. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch the beginning of the reading. This is that toxicity that keeps coming out. Remember we talked about the peaks and the valleys? This is where you keep getting stuck in that cycle. They come around you. They do one good thing for you, one good time. They whining down you. They love you. You drop it off, pick it up, whatever y'all doing. And you get all in this mental circular cycle of coulda, shoulda, wouldas and imaginary. That's where that daydreaming card came up from. You doing all of this. But the reality is, you're missing the signs. You're missing the clues. You are missing the point of everything that Spirit is trying to show you. This is a broken pipe dream. Okay? It's unbelievable. But this person, B, knows. See, like, I'm stuck on how your heart broken. How your heart broken when you've been a cheater, the deceiver, the heartbreaker? Why would we want you back when you over here just full of malarkey, hogwash, and all of the above? You're full of manure.
I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
So now the question then becomes, what is Spirit trying to show you? Girl, with this 10 of Wands in reverse, baby. Spirit is telling you to let that go. Walk away from this. This is not serving you. You are burning yourself out. You are running yourself raggedy. You aging yourself. You're not treating yourself well in this connection. You ever notice how you feel when you come around certain people and they either make you feel real good or real bad about yourself? That's what's happening here, because energy is transferable. Okay? It is something about y'all's energetic fields that is combustible. And this is not good for anybody. So Spirit is trying to tell you, let this alone. Put this down and don't pick it up no more. Because the more you keep on entertaining this, the more you keep getting stuck in this cycle. And I understand that everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be admired. Everybody wants to have somebody that they can call theirs, even if it's only temporary. The problem is with person B. They pull wool over your eyes. They lie to you. And Spirit is trying to tell you, you will free yourself from all of this once you stop anchoring yourself to all of that. But it's hard to detach yourself from a person that you love, even if the fruit ain't good. Thus, why do people stay in bad relationships? And for person A, it feels more so like the sunken cost fallacy. Like, I've been here too long. That's why you don't want them to walk away and be with nobody else. That's why you don't want them to walk away and be with nobody else. Because you know, if you be honest with yourself, the moment you walk away from this person, you done primed them from somebody else. And then you're going to be on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, pissed at yourself.
I am disgusted.
Girl, sir, madam, let that prime person go and find whoever they could be and be whatever they gonna be. Let them go do their thing. You anchoring yourself and staying put because you don't want them to be happy without you is so self-serving and selfish. And most importantly, it's reckless because you are stopping someone from being able to move on with their life and walk into their destiny where they belong because you won't move yourself out the way. This is karmic in every aspect. This is suffering energy. It is destructive energy, and it is not forward movement energy. Thus, the reason why you keep getting stuck where you are. Now, be honest with yourself. Are you recognizing what spirit is trying to teach you right now, or are you just afraid to be honest with yourself, which is why the honesty card came out? You got to be honest with yourself. You begging this person to stop lying to you, but you ain't even stopped lying to you. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. All right. Now, what do you need to do to heal? Y'all, we got two cards just fell out. The Four of Swords in upright with the Magician card. Listen, they keep playing you, person A. Okay? They take a break. They move on from you. They come right back. It's manipulative energy. They don't really mean it. I'm telling you, they are playing themselves. They're playing you. Okay? They're playing you. They'll call you for about 2-3 weeks straight, and then they'll fall off again. You don't hear them for another 6 months because they busy with somebody else up over there. But when they get tired of playing with them, they come back on your phone and you be feeling like it's love calling you. Like you being attracted to them. Like, oh my God, he must really love me. No, they just like playing with you. So what is it that you need to do to heal? Baby, with this Chariot card, honey, you need to move on down quick, fast, in a hurry. Don't do nothing. Don't collect $200. Don't stop to go to the bathroom. Don't stop to put no gas in your car. You go and run as fast as you can. Spirit is telling you that you cannot continue to endure like this. Spirit is telling you the more you continue to play yourself with this situation, the more you're going to obstruct your own way of being able to walk in your destiny. Okay? You need to move. Love yourself enough to move on around from this. Because once a player, always a player, baby. I'm talking about suave, smooth, all right? They can come through with 24 dozen pairs of long stem roses, smelling good and looking good and all of that stuff, talking about, baby.
Apologize.
But at the end of the day, if it doesn't show up in their behaviors towards you and their actions, it's all a moot point. It is all a moot point. Now, so what is Spirit trying to tell you to do to grow? Okay? Y'all, this is literally what I just told y'all. This Moon card in reverse. Listen, honey, there is so much that you do not know about this person, and you got to be okay with not knowing the truth. Stop getting on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, whatever social media platforms that you getting on and going through their friends list, trying to, where they at? I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
I want you to answer my question.
Absolutely not. You will never get the answer that you're looking for. Spirit is saying to you, walk away. I don't know how many times I could say that. Run. But it's a lot that you will never know about this person. So you need to come to the realization. You need to understand for your own sanity to release this fear, accept the truth for what it is. It was great while it lasted. In whatever complexity it was, whatever way it was, this is not the time for it. This is toxic. You need to seclude yourself, block this motherfucker, and focus on winning. Because that's the only thing that's coming good out of this. Love yourself just a little bit more to say, I deserve better. And I don't care if it's only 2 centimeters better. It is still better than what it was before. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay? Now, one may ask, why is the Queen of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck? Great question. Okay? I definitely feel like because person A is very conflicted in how they're feeling right now, I strongly believe that person A is being very bitchy, cold, callous, just, unable to harness in on their feelings, right? And it's a lot to process and digest. Like I said, I feel like person A feels very overwhelmed right now. But now that we know that part of their emotional instability is predicated on their indecisiveness, their ability to have internal conflict. They're just so vulnerable and fragile that person A is trying to figure it out. They don't really know if they're going or coming. But part of this energy is trying to shut down what has not happened. It is a part of the grief cycle. It is unfavorable. I know nobody wants to go through it, but it's a part of it. So person A, if you feeling like you're emotionally activated and you just don't know if you're going to come and you breaking down and crying one minute, the next minute you trying to get back with him and all this other stuff like that, it is simply because your brain is trying to process what is happening and what has not happened, and coming into the space of awareness that it's never going to happen. That's a lot to digest. But let me tell you, people do what you allow them to do. And if they want to do it, they will do it. So if you are still waiting for them to take it to the next level, commit, whatever it is, stop cheating on you and entertaining bullshit. If they wanted to do it, they will do it. It don't take a lot of convincing to get somebody to do what they want to do. You deserve that.
What the this cannot be.
So person A feeling real in their feelings right now. All right? And I can understand why. And if you're watching today and you feel like person A, I want you just to type down in the chat or in the comment section below and let me know, what is the one thing you're about to stop doing when it comes to this person today? And let's get ready to dive deeper, because I wants to know, honey, what the hell? Why are we in this place? Like, why are you playing with this people? Person B, why are you playing with them? All right, let's go. All right. So this is where we clarify the energy and dig deeper. Most importantly, this is where we evaluate the real tea. Okay? We looking at hidden feelings, emotions, things that you both trying to avoid. This is where spirit exposes the truth. Okay? And the motives and the intentions. So let's get into it. Spirit. What has been hidden from person A in this connection when it comes to person B? What has been hidden? Remember I told you? Commitment? I said it not even 5 minutes ago. Okay? The lack of commitment has been here. With this Ace of Cups in reverse, They have hung over your head. Oh, baby, just give me some more time. I'm not ready. I'm going to be ready in a few. I'm going to holler at you. They keep coming at you with all of the shenanigans.
Guess we'll never know.
So what they have been holding over your head is the actual commitment. They ain't starting nothing new. They keep coming to you, acting like it's all good. And then the moment that you bring it up again, they confused and perplexed, like, I don't even know why we talking about this again.
What?
Homeboy, homegirl, you the one who offered it. How you volunteer something and then don't want to give it away? Nobody asked you for that. So that's what's been hidden. Now, what is the true motives for person B when it comes to person A? They got hidden agendas. They got hidden agendas with this doggone high priestess in reverse, baby. What? Now, I got to ask the question. What is the agenda? What is the agenda? What is person B trying to get out of this person? Spirit, reveal the hidden agenda between person B and person A. What is the hidden agenda here? Hidden agenda. 3 cards. Hidden agenda. Expose the hidden agenda. Nine of Swords in reverse is the first card. Followed by the 10 of Pentacles. And we got the empty. Okay, they're cheating. It's their guilty conscience. Okay, they feel like somehow if they come forward now and try to make it right, this is why they're coming forward trying to love bomb you. This is why they're coming your way. What are you waiting on? Let's do this. They ain't serious. Yes, they're going to come and wine and dine you. They're going to be planning all the dates. They're going to try to act like this is where the copycat is. Act like they're giving you something of substance. But the reality is they only trying to subside their guilty conscience. We already done talked about that. We talked about it here, and here. But now it's coming up again. Their motive is they are ready for this to be over with. They're trying to get to happy. Okay, they trying to get to stability. They feel like the reason why their life is in shambles is because they done effed around and found out. Karma is kicking their butt. And listen, you ain't got to tell nobody. Grown folks is grown. They ought to understand.
Very careful.
Okay, so they trying to figure out why they money funny, why they having legal problems. That's why they got this here. Yeah. They trying to fix it, but you ain't stopped the infidelity. You ain't stopped the inability to be faithful when you say that you're going to be faithful. You have not even mastered the art of commitment. So now you want to try to get back with person A to fix your drama? You brought it on yourself. Listen, all you got to do is tell the truth. That's all you got to do. If you are not in a space to be in a relationship with somebody and to commit to somebody, don't offer it. If you can't give it, don't offer it. It's that simple. It's that simple. But person A looks too appealing to person B to let it go. Person A be shining. Person A does their thing. Person A be shining, baby. When I tell you they be shining, 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 yeah. Person A be shining. Person A be living a good life. And person B wants to be affiliated. But how you gonna want to be affiliated because I'm up here and you keep doing shit that brings me down here? That's the motive. They want to be connected. And they trying to right their wrongs. What is the real intentions behind this relationship? The Queen of Swords. Listen, it all sound good. It's all talk. If we being honest, baby, it is all talk.
Shouldn't have been talking shit.
Okay, it's all talk. The real intentions here is you, person A, were promised something that person B could not deliver, and it was a commitment. It's here. So now they feel like they can right their wrongs by making a commitment. Siobhan said, period. Okay? But I mean, I'm just being for real. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to come through making it seem like they've changed. I'm a changed man. No, the hell you not. The only thing changed about you was your drawers from yesterday, and that's a maybe. So what is it that we're trying to avoid? Person B is trying to avoid being bored. Okay? Person B feels like they got to have the best of the best options. They want to go, they want to have fun. Person B is associating commitment with responsibility, and they don't want to be held accountable for their actions. So person B is avoiding doing the right thing, not because they don't know how, it's simply put because they don't want to. And the question is, why is it that you cannot, you are insistent, you are adamant with doing the wrong thing? This ain't a game. Person B is stuck in between floors. In their mind, they want to do the right thing, but they're emotionally not ready. And if they are being honest with themselves, they will know that they're not a monogamous person. They don't want to be a one-to-one person. But why do you keep pursuing people who believe in monogamy when you really are more like a polygamous person, B? Or you're what they call ethically non-monogamous. Whatever. Say that. Say that. But you so smitten by what person A got to offer that you done lost how to, ooh. Listen, all I can tell you is, baby, it's probably a good thing I don't know who you are.
Come.
Because, honey, I would have told you find some balls and tell the truth. Okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. So this is about both of you guys growing, evolving, and becoming better versions of yourself. And that's what this overall energy, this big Pisces energy that we were talking about, that's how this all comes together. This is about alignment. This is about being fluid, being adaptable, being able to move on around, go with the flow, trust your own adventure. Person A, this is really about you acknowledging when something ain't for you and it ain't working out, it is okay to say, you know what? I'm good, love, enjoy. I know that there's something better for me out there. And I'm not shaming nobody because personal moment, I am proud because I used to be that person too, where I allowed my life to be an open revolving door of the coulda, shoulda, woulda clan. And my statement is now, just because you're bored, you're not about to get on my phone. So when you get on my phone with this malarkey, hogwash, and manure, my immediate response is you're bored. Good night. Keep it small. Keep it short. But person B is not offering that to you, person A. They offering you a whole smorgasbord of lies.
The lies.
There you go.
Lies.
This bitch.
The
I'm
lies.
telling you.
So we got to ask ourselves the question, why? So now let's ask it. Why now? Why is this important to know now? Why is this important to know now? Ooh, geez, I can't even. Why is this important to know now? Why is this important to know now, Spirit? We got the Page of Swords. The Four of Cups. Y'all, they want to come clean. Listen, we got the Page of Swords, the Four of Cups, followed by the Ace of Swords. Person B really want to come clean. They want to come clean and let you know that they ain't been happy since they did what they did. They ain't been happy since you've been gone. They ain't been happy. When I tell you this person ain't been happy, they ain't been happy. See, this is why, if you recall, I said a minute ago, they trying to right their wrongs. They think that if they could come running back and if they could try to wine and dine you, tell you about how much they in love with you and plan all these dates and activities and show up the way that you used to show up for them, they think that they gonna get an opportunity to redo because they trying to run from their karma. Baby, you can't avoid and run from karma.
Oh my God, my Shayla, my Shayla.
Listen, you got to do people right the first time while you got space and opportunity to do so. Failure to do so does not mean that they have to be available for you when you feel like you're available for them. That ain't how that works. Now, if you still single and they still single and y'all still got something going on, then maybe y'all can entertain each other. But every time person B come around person A, all you do, and I hate when people say alls, because all is all inclusive and it is already plural. But all you got to do is just tell the truth. Be honest with yourself, in which they are not doing. That's why this matters now. So the question is, have you seen this the whole time? Or did you just intentionally dismiss it? I don't know. But I asked you this question. If this is hitting you hard, I want you to put a water sign for emotions that are surfacing to the top. And I want you to put a fire sign in the chat if clarity just landed for you. Because listen, we got to stick together. Like I said, ain't nobody judging you, but we all been a fool of love. Today, just your turn. Okay? So the question is, what's the final outcome here? Here we go. All right, so as we assess the potential final outcomes, please remember that spirit is showing us energy. Free will is always at play and it is yours, okay? Spirit can light up the path and tell you which way to go, but it's up to you to decide to walk down said path, okay? Now, what is the potential final outcome for person A and person B? And then we're going to look at who this is all about. Okay. Dog, these cards is flying out, child. All right. So the first card we have here is the World card in reverse. Okay. This cycle is over. This cycle is over. Person A is finally waking up. They finally got it. Person A is no longer interested nor willing to participate in their own downfall. They're ready to make better choices. They are ready to make better decisions. Baby, they finally got it. Hallelujah. Okay? Hallelujah. Okay? I'm telling you. Because that clock been going off for quite some time, but you finally rolled over and turned it off. Now, Page of Pentacles, okay? This tells me that person A is about to start looking forward to something else, something more grasp. This is going back to them focusing on winning. Remember I said they're shining, 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 shining. Yeah. Okay? They could be dealing with work promotions, looking at buying a house right now or a car. Like, they got a lot of positive things going on. And while it may feel like these are all material things, these are things that are getting them excited about their life. Okay? These are things that are getting them excited about where the future is taking them and what it's holding. We also got the Knight of Pentacles here. I was trying to think what card came out first. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay? They're moving forward. They're like, listen, I got places to go and I got things to do. Okay? If you're not on my time, I don't have time for you. And honey, when I tell you, it is nothing wrong with that. You should honor yourself enough to say, I have some standards for myself, and I'm not going to go into a sunken place, allowing you to make me feel like I don't deserve better quality love and relationships when I do. And I know I do. And this is why the games and the lies of this other person is now being exposed. Okay? They're all coming to the surface. They want to be impatient. They want to be forceful. They want to be conniving. They want to be all these different things. But listen. The reality is, with that Seven of Pentacles, this is over. You can put in all the work. You can wine and dine me. We can hang out as friends. We can go on a date or two. Don't mean that I'm going to be dealing with you in a romantic way afterwards. It don't. You over here all excited because I'm looking good, smelling good, sashaying in my stiletto pumps. I'm not going with you. I'm going back home. If not, on another date after this. Why? Because I don't belong to you. I'm single and ready to mingle. Just because it's Friday night and I told you I had somewhere to be at 8, I didn't say I was going home. I just said I had somewhere to be. I got something to do. And it ain't you. Okay? Nothing wrong with that. But all of these games and lies are starting to be exposed for sure. See? We got the Knight of Wands here. Listen. Person A don't even want to fight for this no more. So, before we get out of this and close this off, we got some things we got to discuss. First and foremost, are there any other messages that I need to pull? I really don't feel like I have a whole lot of additional messages for you guys today. But angels, what messages do you have for the people that are in this reading? For the people, what messages do you have for person A dealing with person B? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Did I not just talk about worthiness? Did I not just talk about worthiness? You are worth so much more. Why beg someone who can't even commit to being a boyfriend when you got somebody that's ready to be a husband? Why beg someone who can't even be a girlfriend and go home on Friday night when you are looking for someone who's ready to be a wife? If that's what you want, stick to what you want. Close the door on these things that ain't serving you no more. That's what the energy is all about. The energy right now is about alignment. Making sure that you understand that this is about you being fluid enough to make a decision and make it quickly. I don't care if you at the party and it's 1,000 people in the party. If you no longer feel like being there, don't be there no more. That's what we're talking about. But you got better things coming your way. You definitely have better coming your way. Spirit, what messages do you have for person A that is removing themselves from person B? Believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and in your dreams. It is time for that idea that has lived inside your heart to be brought to the world so that others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life and you will do exactly that. Again, if you want to be a wife, be one. If you want to be a husband, be one. Stop dealing with people who don't even want that for themselves. Last but not least, Spirit, what other messages do you have for person A who is dealing with or leaving person B? What other messages do you have? Acceptance. Accept others and yourself and be welcome to other opportunities. Y'all, is that not what we just talked about? Accept that they ain't talking about nothing. Accept that this ain't going nowhere. I know it's not flattering. I know nobody want to be in those situations, but we got to be honest with ourselves. So the last question of the night before we log off is, whose business was this? If you are curious and ready to know whose business we've been in all this time talking about you to your face, go ahead and put those drums in the chat, because baby, it is time for us to find out who have we been talking about today. Person A. Person A is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you or your person is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are coming in person A as being exhausted, burnt out, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness, and stress, which is everything that we have been talking about for this entire reading as it pertains to you. Now, person B. The question is, who is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius dealing with? Let's find out. Drum roll, please. That's weird. I got 2 cards that just came out. I'm going to do this again. I need 1 card for person B, Spirit. Thank you. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So we got 2 air signs. Person B is overly emotional, easily influenced, bitchy, cold-hearted, cruel, and bitter. They're coming in today as the Queen of Swords. So we have 2 Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in a relationship. And we understand why they're overly emotional too. Because karma is kicking a buzzard. Okay? It's all a bunch of bullshit. All right, y'all. So that's what we have today for you for Tarot for 2. Thank you so much for tuning in and allowing me to create this space for you. I am Mimi Lightseer, and this is PiSeas Tarot. If something resonated with you, drop a heart, and don't forget to tell me what has landed for you. Remember to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and join my growing community. Y'all, listen, we got a whole lot of things going on here, okay? So keep coming, all right? Just keep showing up, and I'm gonna do the same, all right? Now remember, y'all, everybody is dealing with a battle that you cannot see. So remember to be kind, patient, and gentle with others as much as you are yourself. How people treat you is not your business, but how we respond is. Make sure you leave a little bit of love everywhere you go, and I will see you next time. Y'all, it's Pisces season. Woo! It's Pisces season. Ow. Y'all, listen, I'm ready. Bye, y'all.